Good afternoon, and welcome to this afternoon's conversation regarding dental and vision benefits, brought to you by PET, Professional Educators of Tennessee. My name is John Green with Association Member Benefits Advisors. And on today's webinar, we're going to talk about the new dental and vision benefits that PET members have access to for themselves and their families. So grab a pen and paper. Let's roll right on through the webinar today and discuss a little bit about what's going on. My name again is John Green with Association Member Benefits Advisors. I live a little bit north of Houston with my wife, who is a second grade teacher, teaches in the same school that she went to elementary school, as well as all of where my three kids went to school as well. I have spent the better part of my career in schools, helping active educators, much like yourselves, understanding what their retirement years are going to look like. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today, but that's where I come from, and I understand what you do in terms of the classroom is so vitally important as well. So just a quick reminder about what PET does for you. The Professional Educators of Tennessee is a nonpartisan advocacy group. They don't pick a side. They're designed to help you preserve your pay, your classroom environment, your health benefits, connect you to the best in class professional development out there for educators just like you all across the great state of Tennessee. And then they partner with us at AMBA to provide you exclusive discounts, benefits, and other things that you can't get anywhere but through PET as well. So just a little bit about AMBA. We serve 70 associations just like PET all across the country. Most of them are active or retired educator associations, as well as state employees, firefighters, nurses, things like that. So public servants who truly take care of us either in the classroom or out in the general public as well. So our leader in Tennessee is Eric Cannon. He and his team are available to help you in any questions that you have. We'll be glad to take care of all the needs that you have and questions that you have about PET and the benefits that are available to you. As a member of PET, you have access to benefits far and wide that you may not have in this classroom. They may be coverages that aren't available through your school, through the state, through your district, whatever it is. They're portable if you leave employment at the schoolhouse. If you leave the state of Tennessee, there's no networks. You can go anywhere that you want to and get that taken care of. PET members tell us, though, what they really like about having benefits through AMBA and PET is that they can extend those benefits to family members who are not eligible for their school benefits. So say, for example, you have an adult son that's aged out of your dental and vision benefits because he turned 26. You can get those benefits and access them through PET. And then we have many members who have parents who are still living. And if they had to provide care for their parent, means they'd have to cut their career short, cut their earning potential and their pension short as well. So proper planning through PET and AMBA can help prevent you from maybe having to step out of the classroom earlier than you anticipated, because you've got to take extended time off to take care of a loved one. And so there are plans that can do that for you and make you have peace of mind that you don't have to worry about what's going on for a loved one that may need care. You can provide that through the plans through PET. Today, we're going to talk about the dental and vision plans specifically that are offered through PET, help you identify some differences maybe between some plans that you may have in your school district. We'll talk a little bit about that, even though there's a lot of different plans within the state of Tennessee. Share some potential for those of you who may want to use both plans, both your district plan as well as plan that you receive through PET. And as we talked about before, making the most of your options. Consider this a plan for maybe a loved one who's no longer eligible for your benefits, be it a son or daughter, or for someone in your family that does not have access to your benefits through the school. You can get them benefits through PET. So let's talk about that. So grab a pen today. We're going to talk first about the dental plan through PET, available for active educators and their families, as well as retirees. There are two different plans that you can choose from. It is through the Emeritus network. And what that means is Emeritus is the provider of the coverage. They underwrite the coverage for you. They're the insurance company, but you get freedom to choose what dentist you want to go to. You can use your own dentist if you choose, or you can go to an Emeritus network dentist and save an additional 20 to 40%. So there's the advantages of both worlds there. You can go to a dentist you've been comfortable with all your life, or you can go to a network dentist and get less expensive coverage, save money on top of that. The great thing about Emeritus, one of the largest networks for dental providers anywhere in the country. So you can get that taken care of when you want to. There's no enrollment period. So unlike maybe what you had in school, where you had a certain period in the summer that you had to enroll before school started, or a certain life change that happened to you had a certain time that you had to enroll, there's no enrollment period that comes with this plan. So you can enroll whenever you want to, whenever your child turns a certain age, whenever that is, you can enroll. If you decide to leave the district for whatever reason at the end of the year, you can enroll in this plan and still take it with you wherever you go. There's no waiting periods, no long-term contracts. So you've got a lot of flexibility, a lot of freedom out there. And as I mentioned, parents and adult children are members of PET are eligible as well. There's a 2-year rate lock program, and there's a rewards program, which is really, really neat. We're going to talk about that in a moment as well. So some of you that are viewing this webinar, you may be thinking, well, I have a plan through my district. Is there something that may be a little bit different for me that possibly could be a reason why I may want to have this plan through PET, or maybe buy a second plan? Just think about this from the standpoint of what you may have through your school district. You may have a very tight network that only provides coverage for certain dentists that are available out there. Where with Ameritas, you've got a wide open network. You can go wherever you want to, or you can choose their network as well. Certain plans have maximum percentages that are covered for type 2 and type 3 procedures. And we'll talk about those different procedures here in just a moment. But certain procedures at district plans can really be tight on how much they pay towards your type 2 and type 3 procedures. Some plans may or may not pay for orthodontia. You've got to consider that in there. Some plans have a maximum amount of coverage that you're going to pay for a year. So that means that you only have a certain dollar cap that you have for medical care, and you may have to save that money, or you may not be able to get the coverage that you think you need for bigger, more major procedures. Certain plans at the district level have claim filing responsibility that require you to file the claim, especially for an out-of-network dentist. So there's another issue that you have there. And I have not seen a dental plan out there in most districts that offer any type of rewards program. And we're going to show you that because it's a plan that PET offers that is pretty unique out there that can help you save for those major procedures as you prepare for those coming up. So let's open up and take a look. You get the 2 plans that you have through PET. You have a platinum plan and a gold plan. Now, the platinum plan pays up to $1,500 per calendar year per member that's covered. Gold plan is $1,000 per coverage for the year. Type 1 cleanings. Think about your routine exams, your cleanings, things like that, 100% covered. So you've got 100% covered on the platinum plan. You have a MCE, and I'll explain that in just a moment. You've got a certain amount that is covered towards your plan under the gold plan. So you've got coverage for that. If you go in for a routine exam, $28 is covered towards that out there. X-rays for panoramic coverage, bite wing X-rays, $40, $73, things like that. So certain dollar amount that you have. So depending upon where you go for a dentist, that may cover that. You may be responsible for the cost over and above that. Basic on the type 2, things like your fillings, certain repairs, oral surgery, general anesthesia, things of that nature, 80% coverage toward your basic plan. On the gold plan, you've got a certain dollar amount that applies towards those particular type of procedures that you receive. You get into the major type 3 things such as crowns, root canals, things like that, gum disease surgery, things of that nature. It's a 50% covered on the platinum plan. On the gold plan, you've got a certain dollar amount that goes towards that medically covered expense that's out there. So you have deductibles on both plans. They're both waived for calendar or type 1 preventative service on the platinum plan. So, you don't have a deductible for your preventative care on the type 1. You have a $75 per calendar year deductible on anything else after that for individual, maximum of $225 for the family. Under the gold plan, you have a $75 per individual calendar year deductible with no family maximum depending upon the number of kids that you have. So once you have 3, yourself, your spouse, and 1 child, $225 is the most that you would spend out of pocket for your deductible on the gold plan. So let's go look at the rewards aspect in there. We talked about those rewards. You have rewards through the PET plan through Ameritas that say we want you to use your dental benefits at least once a year. We believe that good oral hygiene is good for your overall health, and it prevents you from having those major expenses down the road. So if you submit at least one dental claim or go see to the dentist at least once a year and keep that amount under $750 for a platinum plan or $500 for the gold plan, you're able to carry forward $250 towards the following year. The most you can ever carry over is $1,000 total. So you see some examples there. With the platinum plan, you've got a maximum benefit of $1,500. You spend a little bit by going to the dentist for a routine cleaning. You're going to be able to carry $250 over, so that in the next calendar year, you've got $1,750 that you can spend on more major repairs, things like that. So let's kind of show you how that works a little bit better here. So you go get a cavity filled and it's $94. No matter which plan you're under, you've got your coverage for that. And then that's all you have for the year. So then you can take $1,500 under the platinum plan is what your maximum benefit is, and add $250 to that for next year. So you're going to take into 2023 $1,750, or under the gold plan, $1,250 towards next year's benefits. So then if you have to have a crown or a root canal, something that's a little bit more expensive, you've got more coverage going forward. Again, the maximum you can carry forward is $1,000 with Emeritus, and that way you can build up to $2,500 or to $2,000, depending upon the plan that you choose, and use that for your benefits in a future year. Now, a lot of folks tell us, well, I've already got coverage through my district. Is there any benefit to having a plan through PET? Well, as I mentioned, a lot of times PET members that change schools, they just decide to keep one plan that they want to keep with, or they use it just for their children who are not eligible. But you can double dip with this Emeritus plan through Professional Educators of Tennessee. What that means is, if you have coverage through your district, you can also take the PET plan through Emeritus and use the same benefits on top of that. So it extends your coverage. I don't want to say double, because I don't know what your district coverage may have, but it extends your coverage on top of your district benefit. There's no coordination of benefits. All you have to do is simply give your information to your the benefits provider there at the benefits coordinator clerk at your dentist. They'll file on both the school plan and they'll file on your plan, and you've got coverage in there. So maybe less money out of your pocket overall. So same provisions apply as if you didn't have dental insurance somewhere else, as far as deductibles, caps, and coverages and things like that. But overall, you don't have any issues, and you can double dip. You can use that wherever you want to. All right, as far as dental rates, here are the rates for the platinum plan and the gold plan. For a member only, it's about $41 for platinum, $31 for gold. You can get family plans as well, all the way up to $139 for platinum coverage a month, or $99 for the gold plan. So those are available to you. We can help you get that as well. I'll show you how to find out that information in just a moment, how you can access those benefits. As far as the vision benefits that are available, this is a separate benefit that's also available. We often show these in webinars, double webinars, simply because there are two different plans and people buy them together. But you can get the vision plan by itself. You can get the dental plan by itself. It is offered through VSP, which is the largest provider of vision benefits in the country. And when you get that coverage, you have a pretty wide variety of options that you have out there for you. First of all, you've got your choice of thousands of eye doctors in the rural area and metropolitan areas nationwide, all over the board. You have that available to you, and it's you can get them one stop. So if you go to Walmart, Sam's Club, things like that, your vision needs, you can get it taken care of there on the spot, and that will be provided that for you as well. You have great benefits and low copays. I'm going to cover that for you in just a moment. And you've got a vision plan that's covered once a year, meaning that you can go get an exam once a year. You've got prescription eyeglasses with a small copay. You can get frames every 24 months, depending upon the type of frame that you want. You have a certain allowance amount. Your lenses are covered 100% every 12 months. If you want to get some sort of special coatings and scratch resistance or things like that, you get a 20 to 25% savings on those as well. And that you get provided in that. Contact lenses, instead of glasses, you've got 12 months of coverage. You get a set every 12 months if you want to. Additionally, there's 20% additional savings on sunglasses, glasses, things of that nature, and then 15% on LASIK surgery. So this is a huge opportunity. Some district plans don't provide LASIK coverage. We provide a discount off of LASIK coverage. You can save a significant amount of money on there. So here's a quick plan coverage right now. And this is an example of what you would do if you go to a VSP network provider. And again, you don't have to go to a network provider. It's your call if you've been comfortable going to someone else right now. And you can go to that out network provider and still get benefits. If you go to a VSP network provider, your exam's covered in full, your vision lenses are covered in full after small copays, things like that. All of your different frames, you've got your allowances on those at a much higher rate. Contacts, you've got $150 allowance, things like that. If you're doing it just for cosmetic purposes, if it's medically necessary, it's covered in full. If you go to an out-of-network provider, you've got allowances up to a certain amount. You see those dollar amounts on there as well. So you've got that available to you as well. When it comes down to contact lenses, there is no copay for your contact lenses. And what I do is oftentimes I'll go to the Walmart provider through VSP. I'll get my exam and prescription there, and then take that prescription and go over to 1-800-CONTACTS or somewhere like that and save a little bit of money that way and have my coverage that way taken care of. So you do have out-of-network benefits, as we discussed, great low rates across the board. The monthly rates for VSP vision benefits to PET, $10.90 for a member, up to $23.60 for a family member. And you can get that taken care of as well. I'll show you how to get that in just a moment. Just another quick reminder, if you're joining us, we have a couple of more webinars coming up the rest of the first quarter. We're going to be talking about here next week, or excuse me, week after next, emergency medical transportation issues, about those in Tennessee. With a large rural population in Tennessee where hospitals are, a lot of times we see members that have to pay 2 or 3 ambulance charges because they've got to be transferred via the ground or through the air. And so we're going to talk about that on the 8th. Then on the 22nd, we're going to talk about long-term care and really just kind of give you an overview of what long-term care looks like, help you understand it. If you've got a plan through the school or you have a plan through your parents, help you understand what those trigger points are. And then in April, we're going to talk about the true cost of a cancer diagnosis. I'm sure there's not anybody on this webinar today that doesn't know someone or hasn't had someone in their family that has had cancer. And I can tell you, based on medical plans that are out there, about 60% of the cost of medical plans or of cancer are not covered by medical plans. So we're going to discuss that. Tell your friends about this. This is a great opportunity to sign up for these webinars. Be on the lookout for Kayla sending out emails on every Monday, letting you know how to register for this, but introduce them to PET. Let them know this is an opportunity to join an organization that is designed to look out for them. Again, nonpartisan, designed to provide you with advocacy on your pay, your classroom environment, as well as your health benefits, keep you connected to the best professional development, as well as like-minded individuals that are also in the classroom all across the state, and provide you with benefits that you can't get elsewhere as well. So here's how to find out about your dental benefits. You can go out to the PET website and you can look on benefits, and there'll be some phone numbers in there that you can click through and get the process started out there. Or you can always email me, john.green@amba.info, and I will be glad to connect you with Eric and his team in Tennessee and get you squared away on any benefits, including the dental and vision for yourself, for your family members, and be glad to take care of you as in the classroom. So thank you for everything that you do. If you do have questions of greater depth, feel free to use your smartphone, hover over that QR code, open up your camera feature, and a little form will pop up and you can select the things that you want to talk about, and Eric and his team will get back with you as soon as possible. So again, thank you for what you're doing in the classroom. We appreciate your service to the students. And if there's anything that we can do for you at AMBA, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you very much and have a tremendous day.